So, I'm here, my conscious ones. I hope everyone is having positive energy. I'm hoping everyone is tapping into their divine within. I hope that everyone that finds this video is seeking truth, is seeking a higher consciousness, is seeking an awakening, understands that there's something in their soul's mission, is something inside of them that knows that perhaps there's something more. Perhaps all is not what it seems. It's not all what it appears to be. And so, excuse me, that brings me to the purpose for this video. And so I would, if I had to put a title on it, I would say that when you look for outside love, when you look for, pardon me, outside acclimates, when you look for outside recognition, approval, you can tend to end up in a situation where you wind up feeling less than. So let's just say, for the purpose of this video, we're going to focus on the question and also perhaps the answer, or if not, the alternative, the abstract, the absolute, who knows? But what brings me for this video, as I said, is a song. Because oftentimes I'm just peering and veering off of the topic. But again, oftentimes many of us look for things outside of ourselves, meaning that we look for love, we look for approval, we look for validation, we look for love, we look for all of these things that are outside of us, or rather on the outside. And we feel like if we get the love, the good relationship, if we, get all of these things, or whatever we perceive in our minds that equates to happiness, why, when we achieve these things, we find ourselves with no happiness, and sometimes with more unhappiness than where we started from. So the message of this video, if you will, for my conscious ones, my subscribers, and for people that don't know, maybe first-time viewers, thank you for giving me your time and attention if you're listening. But I want to take just a few moments to really, really, really thank my subscribers. Honestly, my conscious ones, I just got to give you so much love. You guys and gals rock. You ladies and gentlemen rock. You are purposeful. You are just really amazing. You are of the light. You are of love. And so I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And for all of my subscribers, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that, you're tapped in. And so anyway, let me move into the video, because everyone has you know, things to do. Everyone has places to be, business to take care of. So I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but what I want to do is just, give you, present an idea, present a notion. And it's up to you to elicit whatever thought, whatever feeling from it. And so there's always going to be no harm, no foul. I come from a place of love, and so there's never going to be a dumb question, a dumb response. You know, there's always respect, there's always love here at New Life for Evolution. So it brings me to the song. I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with this song. Perhaps many of you are. And it is an original song, but it is a song also that has been remade. And the name of the song is At Your Best. Pardon me. Many of my viewers that are 30 and younger, maybe, you will probably, or 35 and younger, whatever, no disrespect, no shade, that's all love on this channel. You may be more familiar with Aaliyah's rendition of At Your Best, but I would liken to extract a consensus from my older conscious ones, i.e. myself, 80s, 80, let me not tell too much, but yeah, so we're going a little back further. And so my thing is, Ron Aailayh from the Aailayh brothers, the Aailayh brothers did this rendition, and I'm not sure if it was the original. I think it was the original, but perhaps I could be wrong. It could have been a remake by the Aailayh brothers as well. But I know of two renditions. Well, I'm not going to say, I know of two renditions concretely, but I've heard other artists sing this song, but two official renditions, which is the Aailayh brothers and then Aaliyah. But let's not get caught up on semantics, because my message is way more important. So when I hear the lyrics, At Your Best, I totally go into the divine within, as should you. Because, a sidebar, many lyrics, they're not what they, I don't know how to say this, but they're not what they appear to be. And it's many people that interpret these lyrics in a way that's, they were not meant to be. But then it's weird because it's a paradox. And so these lyrics are presented in one way to elicit a certain type of response and to garner a certain type of energy and message, but yet it could be, it's weird, right? But anyway, let's just keep on track, because I don't want to go off and all of this verbose, all of this fluff. I want my subscribers, my conscious ones, I want the people that are tuning in that are not my subscribers, I want my collective to get this message, to be perhaps some way moved or touched, or for whatever, it makes some type of difference, right? So now, when we get to the song At Your Best by Aaliyah, the Aailayh brothers, Ron Aailayh, as much as the song appears to be a song of a romantic nature, I believe that everything has a message, right? And a deeper message behind the message that's presented, right? So what I'm saying is that if it's presented as a love song or a romantic song, I believe that there's always, again, a message behind the message. So although it may appear to be a love song, behind the message is something different. And as much as it can be a love song, I think it is a self song. And so I'm going to break down the majority of the song, but in a small way where I'm not trying to be overbearing. So let's jump into it. Okay, so the lyrics are, at your best, you are loved. Okay, and so who is this person that's at love? Okay, it's, say for instance, it's Sheila. Okay, you're a positive, motivating force within my life. So now, at your best, you are loved. So that Sheila actually speaking about someone else, something outside of her. But on the contrary, I believe that at your best, you are loved is a lyric and a source that everyone needs to tap in. And so, listening to the lyric, at your best, you are loved. That's for you. That's for the inside. That's for the soul. That's for what's behind this. That's what's behind the physical, the soul. And so it's saying, at your best, you are loved. But then when I think about that lyric, that bar, if you will, at your best, you are loved. So then it makes me to think and play devil's advocate. So then what are you when you're not your best? Are you unlovable when you're not your best? Rubbish. Rubbish. And so, to me, that's the first light bulb moment. That's the first aha moment. And that first lyric, that first stanza, that first bar. At your best, you are loved. At your best, you are loved. And at your worst, you are loved. And at your weakest, you are loved. And at your lowest, you are loved. And at your most poignant failure, your most public folly, mistake, shame, you still are loved. And so let's get into the second verse. I'm sorry, the second lyric. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Why does that have to be someone else? You are the positive, motivating force in your life. Every day you wake up and there's breath. You have the ability to be positive, negative. Your thoughts, your intentions, your actions, they all govern your life and what is to be. So you're a positive, motivating force within my life, meaning that if you're positive to yourself, you're going to motivate yourself and you're going to have positive in your life. That's not going to be someone else. Although the song is in a romantic way, saying that all of these things are outside of the individual and that it takes someone outside. You're a positive. She speaks and not in the first person, second person, not even in the third person. She speaks in a term that's for someone that's totally outside of her. And that's what we do. Even with religion. Even with, we always think, it's this pie in the sky. It's this magic place. It's this horrible place here. This is hell. Like, literally, it's all in what you believe. And it sounds cheesy and it sounds cliche as ever. But I'm letting you know, subs, and also new watchers, that it's not that. It's really a mindset. Totally. Listen, and I'm a chick from the sty. I'm from Bed-Stuy. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from a wild hood. So it's no valley girl here. It's no girl from the sticks. It's no girl from, you know, the mountains. I'm a city girl, a concrete jungle bred girl, but I've also been a young woman that's traveled. I've also been a young woman that's went through things, that's experienced life's highs and lows and trials and tribulations and peaks and valleys and ups and downs. Yes, it's all a part of life. And so let's get back to the song. You're a positive motivation in my life. If you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. That should be, the whole song to me should be a song of self-reflection. A song that you should listen to the lyrics and apply it to yourself. Get out of the energy of finding source, finding love, finding happiness, all of these things outside of you, honestly. And it sounds cliche as heck. I know it. Trust me. I'm sorry. Listen. All I can do is just give you the real. All I can do is just give you the truth. I was just like you before my awakening, before my ascension, before my dark night of the soul. I was there just like you, and it all sounded the same. It all sounded like a bunch of crap until I really started listening and really started understanding and really started looking for things that was outside of the box and wondering, why do I continually find myself in these same situations? Why do I continuously find myself in these crazy negative cycles? Why? When I'm a good person, why do bad things always seem to happen to me? And so this is where we are. We're on this 3D plane. We are all souls, okay? We're souls having a physical experience. So let's be very clear. This life is just one place. It's just one experience. And the only reason why you feel like you're alive is because you're in this conscious energy. And you don't even know that you've had lives before. You've existed before this, but you don't know that. But I'm veering. I'm sorry, my conscious ones. Listen, I love you so much that I just want to share. I want you to understand. I want you to see. I want you to hear and feel that no matter where you are, no matter what you're going through, no matter the darkness, the dead space, no matter the repetition of hell that you find yourself in, don't worry. Keep going. Most likely, I've been there. And if I haven't, I know people that been there. So I got a bird side view. And at the end of the day, you're more than you know. You're stronger than you even realize. You're smarter than what you appear to be. Your talents and your gifts are unbeknownst to you, but the universe recognizes it. I'm sorry, recognize it. It's recognized. And so, moving back to the Aailayh song, at your best, you are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. So, to me, I'm interpreting it in a way that's for the soul, for the collective, for our consciousness. You are loved. You need to know that. I don't care what you've been through. I'm sorry, I don't mean it like that. But I say that in a way of, you're here, you're alive, you've made it. That means you count. That means you're special. Because many people that's been through what you've been through, they're not here. Or perhaps they're here, but they're not here. You get what I'm saying? So it's important to know that even with all of the chaos, all of the murkiness, all of the darkness, all of the dirt, you're here. That means you still matter. That means there's still so much more for you. And so it's about that. It's not so much about looking for the positive motivation in your life from this one or that one, because guess what? Things change, people change, seasons change, life changes. So if you're ever thinking about, oh, I'm happy because of this, or I'm happy because of that, or no, because this or that can go, and then where's your happiness? Get it? Exactly. So then you understand that it's already inside of you. And when you start to think different, shift your mindset, dump the limited beliefs, then you will find yourself really breathing that fresh air. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, conscious ones. Your girl ain't up here capping. I'm not up here telling you something that someone told me. I'm telling you because what I know to be from what I've lived, many of these things, and many of things I've lived externally, meaning that I was from the outside and I was looking in, okay? But that doesn't negate the experience, that doesn't negate the wisdom. And so at the end of the day, my conscious ones, I care for you so much. I'm looking at the clock, it's 23 minutes. I want to go for an hour, but I don't know what it's giving. But again, when you look at the lyrics of Aaliyah's song, and that's why relationships would never, they work and they don't work. They fulfill you, they don't fulfill you, because it's never going to be something outside of you. That's why, I don't know how parents are going to take this, but you have the children, the child you always wanted, the kids you always wanted, and for somehow you'll find yourself at a stage where you're overwhelmed, you're burdened, you're feeling burned out, and you're feeling just like so all over the place. And yet these children were supposed to, or then you go to school, you forego, the tradition, and, you don't go to the family business, you don't marry young, you don't take the path chosen, you take the path of least resistance. And so you're different from everyone. You you're different, but then you think about criticisms, you think about people judging you, and all of those things. But they don't know that perhaps you understand that it's outside of you. you know, and maybe you found yourself in these situations in your life where you're in a constant battle. You know, you're in a relationship, and before you know it, things are not right. You go, you know, you get the job, and before you know it, things are not looking real too good. Things are flaky. You know, you meet a new friend or a new friend group, and everything is cool, but then after a while, things just start, you know, teetering off. Like, what do? You understand? And so, again, it has to be a self mission. In order to really find your bliss, to really find enlightenment, it has to be a self mission. It's not something that your family can do. It's not something that a relationship can do. It's not something that a job, money, status, wealth, beauty, fame, for like, it's never going to be outside of you. It's always going to be inside. And that's why when people get all of the things that they think is the key, think are the answers, they obtain these things, and then yet they're still quite miserable. They're still quite unstable. They're still emotionally immature. They're still mentally scarred. They have not healed. And so what do? Conscious ones. And so I'm here just as a guide. That's it. I don't claim to be a guru. I don't claim to be a know-it-all. I'm just a woman that is tapped in and understands the real key to life. And until you can really deal with all of this and all of that and all of that, man, woman, child, it ain't gonna work. You'll continually find yourself on this perpetual quest for happiness, and you'll always be a day late and a dollar short because you miss the key factor, which is it's gonna be from here. Well, it's almost 30 minutes. I got about 2 minutes in about 10 seconds, so I'm just going to leave my conscious ones, my first time viewers and subscribers. I hope that this video touched you. I hope that it elicited something. I hope that it sparked something. I hope that you found something. And if not for yourself, maybe for a close loved one, a family member, someone that's going through something, and that maybe you could pass along this something I said as encouragement. And so at the end of the day, we are all conscious, collective, divine beings, okay? We just get off of our paths, but we are totally all connected. From the homeless man to Jefe, to the CEO, to the CFO, to the gazillionaires, to the little moth, to the little butterfly, to even the little ant. We are all connected. We are connected. And so let's tap into that. The God is in us. The divine is in us. The light is in us. Thank you, my subs, my conscious ones. For the new viewers, please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let's continue to lift up the veil. Share, subscribe, conscious ones. I'm going to let the 30 seconds run because I need 30 more seconds. So, conscious ones, love you for the support. Like I said, tap into the light. And even when all else goes wrong, just take a couple deep breaths. Honestly, a couple deep belly breaths. Inhale peace. Exhale negativity. Inhale positivity, exhale fear. And so whatever it is, do that. Conscious ones.